So you want to be in television, huh?
Huh?
Like Father DeMarco said, the Barbara Walters of your age group.
Oh, well, not exactly. You see, Father DeMarco thought maybe you'd have something for me to do around here, like sweeping floors or running errands.
With a personality like yours?
What personality?
Those eyes, that smile.
I have an overbite.
Makes you look cuter. Wait a minute. I know you.
The Chinese laundry.
Right! The hostage deal, Mary Hartman.
She's my sister, Mary Hartman. You interviewed me.
Right. Well, then you've already been on television. You've got experience.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call that experience.
Mm-hmm. Well, what else?
Not much.
Work?
Yes, I was a waitress, and then I worked for a couple hours in a massage parlor.
Oh, yeah, the College of Carnal Knowledge. It was rated.
Right.
How about education?
Of course.
How much?
High school.
Any college?
Yes, I went to beauty college, but I didn't finish.
Basic skills?
None.
You're perfect.
For what?
I don't know. But we'll find something.
We will.
Oh, sure. Miss Bowling Ball on Striking for Dollars. Preview girl on station identification.
How about my own show, like Barbara Walters interviewing famous people?
How about a date?
With Barbara Walters.
With you.
Me?
Tonight.
Oh, no.
Oh, sure. Just come to my office and give me your resistance. Give me your address.
About the job, aren't there some forms that I have to fill out or something?
Oh, yeah, we can, tonight, over dinner. What do you say?
You're a fast worker.
Action News. Gotta work fast or you lose your audience. Come on, I'll show you my office.
Your arm's around me.
Well, that's the better to lead you to my office.
Hey, what do you got? Peanut butter and jelly.
How can you tell when you haven't even looked at it yet?
Because I packed it myself.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I forgot. I mean, I apologize. Listen, I also apologize about the other night.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Well, it was pretty dumb, bringing the lighted match and the high explosive together like Loretta and me did.
It's just poetic justice.
What do you mean?
Well, Mary did that once for May and her ex. Wound up as a brawl all over the Capri Lounge.
Hey, let me ask you a question, okay?
Sure.
If you made it yourself, how come it's peanut butter and jelly? I mean, couldn't you do any better for yourself than that?
Charlie, look, I'm an assembly line worker. I'm not a gourmet cook. As long as I got a beer or two to wash it down.
Hey, Tom. Hey, come on, man. That ain't safe around dangerous equipment.
What's so dangerous about screwing in dome lights, huh?
As part of an assembly line, you could fall into something and you get yourself ground up. That's what's dangerous.
Yeah, well, I'll be fine.
Let me ask you something else.
Sure, go ahead.
If you got the beer, what'd you bring the thermos for?
For coffee breaks.
Well, can't you get coffee from the machine like the rest of you? Always do that at the breaks.
Charlie, you can't get a slug of Jack Daniels from the coffee machine.
Ah, are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. What's wrong with that? I mean, it's just a little pick-me-up, so what's so bad about that?
There's nothing at all. Except I think maybe George is right. You're headed for trouble in more ways than one.
Yeah, you know what? You're uptight. You know what you're uptight about? Because the letter's all wound up with all that worldwide mission stuff.
Worldwide Mission Center, and she's not wound up with it, and I'm not uptight about it, and don't try to change the
Come on,
subject.
you're uptight about it. Look how testy you're getting. You're getting all testy. It's just because she's not making records anymore.
What do
she used to.
She's making another record. In fact, she's got a date right now to cut a follow-up single called Vitamin L, and it's going to be even bigger than Baby Boy.
Yeah, it is?
Yes, sirree.
Yeah.
Of course, she's given the proceeds to the Worldwide Mission Center and Reverend Jeter, but I don't mind.
You don't, huh?
No, because it's going to be even bigger, and it's going to start her on a bigger and newer and better career. And when we get to Nashville, we are going to be kings of that place, man. Now, let me ask you another question.
Sure, go ahead.
Isn't that kind of warm?
Yeah, it's a little warm, but beer warm is better than no beer at all. That's a quote.
Yeah, who said that?
I did.
I got another quote for you. You got to be out of your ever-loving mind to get sauced up and hit the line.
Oh, yeah? Who said that?
I did.
Oh, yeah? Except for one thing, Charlie. I am not sauced.
Well, you're getting there, Phil. Well, hey, listen, I'm sorry. I'm preaching. I got no business preaching. Nobody's got less business preaching than I
No,
do.
that's okay. That's okay. You're my friend. You got it right.
What's got you going? Mary?
Yeah.
Is it the union?
I guess it's a little bit of both, you know. I mean, the guy's got to figure out, you know, what he can do for himself. I mean, what's ticking with him, what's eating him, you know.
Well, listen. While you're figuring it out, are you going to hang in there? Or are you going to figure it out and just give up?
Hey, Tom.
Huh?
I just got the message. Billingsley wants to see you in his office this afternoon.
What about?
The powwow. All the big ones are going to be there, and you're the guest of honor.
Are they going to give me an award for Mobile Homes Estates? Is that it?
Oh, yeah, get smart. Now listen, take my advice. When you go in there, be well prepared. Here, take a suck of this banaka.
Cheers.
Good. Good. I am glad you are feeling better. Yes. Listen, do not worry. If you get frightened, call us again, because that's what we are here for. Okay? Okay. Goodbye. Okay. Now I'm going to be here with you just to help you break in. See, we don't have any formal training.
Oh, well, that's good, because I don't have any training for anything, except home economics. But of course, I never learned to make chocolate pudding from scratch
Just
or
be
anything
calm
like that.
and collected.
I should
Just
answer
use
that?
your best helpline voice, okay?
Best helpline voice?
Now get vital information like
Right.
name, address,
Name,
in case of an
address.
emergency. See, we might might
Right.
have to get a police or an
Right.
ambulance,
Right.
etc.
Right.
Just show your willingness. Show your willingness to help.
I will, because that's what
Okay?
I want to do. I want to communicate. You know why? I have a gift
You gotta answer
for
the phone. You
communication.
must answer
Okay,
the phone.
and you should never
No,
waste a... Hello, helpline. Name, please. Name, please. No, sir. No, it does not embarrass me to hear a grown man cry. Address? No? Oh, no, that's okay. You go right ahead. You're despondent because you want to adopt your niece and your lawyer wouldn't handle the case. And your niece is 24.
Social welfare.
Well, what I suggest is that you call the Office of Social Welfare, Social Welfare, and ask for the Adoption Services Bureau, and the number is 555-4545.
No.
I'm sorry. The number is 444-5454. Simple mistake. And, sir, you're very welcome.
Very good.
That was very simple.
That was good.
Very simple.
That
Yeah.
was good. Listen, there are going to be a lot of calls like that. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, you just refer them to your directory of
Right.
services.
Right.
Okay?
Oh, there.
Help. Name, please. Address. Fine. You're doing... Mr. Miller? Is that you again? Huh? No, I know that voice when I hear it.
Personal call.
How are you today? You're asking me? You sound fine. You really sound just fine. Okay. Yeah, I'll speak to you later.
What was that?
It's Mr. Miller. You see, some people, they just call because they're frightened. They just need to hear a voice. That's all.
Oh.
Of course, there are some complicated ones, very complicated. You have to try not to get involved.
Oh,
And listen,
I know.
you must
I know.
never, ever criticize.
No,
Or
I
make
wouldn't.
absolute judgments. Just listen objectively. Try to sound comforting.
Mm-hmm.
If necessary, you could make some suggestions.
Suggestions?
Yes, but it's not just if you're going to do fine.
You think so?
You are going to do so. You're going to
Really?
do fine. Answer the phone.
Helpline. Name, please. Won't tell. Address? Won't tell. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ma? Is that you? Ma, I'm fine. Will you leave me alone, please? I'm in business. Hello, helpline. Yes, we can. Well, is your husband still in the state? Oh, I see. 3 legal husbands and 1 common law? And how many children? 7? Let me ask you a question. How do you find handling 7 children? I mean, do you find... I'm sorry, are you receiving state aid? You are. Plus minimal child support, plus disability. Oh, you're not looking for more money. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Oh, you were wondering if we could help you find a hobby. Oh, no, that's not too trivial. Hobbies are very important. I'm looking for one myself. I suggest that you call
Every Woman's Townhouse.
either Every Woman's Townhouse here in Fernwood or
A Greater Ohio
the Greater Ohio Single Spouses Collective. No, I don't know what that means myself, but call it, you know? Okay, you're welcome.
Very good.
Oh, it's wonderful.
So good.
This is so
You
wonderful.
are not going to have
no,
any
I
problems
feel
at
so
all.
much better now. Could we order some food? Could we order some food? Or maybe we could just order out. We could order out some coffee or anything. I'm so busy now. Or maybe you could just run down and get it, you know?
We'll order it.
Hello, helpline. Winifred? Hi, I'm Mary. No, I've got a couple of minutes. What's your problem? A
Hi,
sniffler.
I want
A
to order
sniffler.
2
Oh, that's
pastrami
terrible.
sandwiches,
Oh, you're
please.
46
2
and you just lost
pastrami
your boyfriend
sandwiches.
and your job all in the same
Yes.
day? Oh, well, I can...
I can
no,
hardly
hold on.
hear you.
Corned beef, please. I want corned beef.
One
Okay.
pastrami
Well, I can
and one
understand why you're
corned beef.
depressed.
Is it noisy
No,
there?
and shh. And your car was stolen, and you're
On
not
lunch, for
insured,
one.
but you're
Do you
not
like the
getting
lunch?
the... Hold on 1 second. I'd like the lunch.
Salad and
I'd like
appetizer.
a salad with orchid.
One
And
salad,
you're not insured.
one
but you're not,
appetizer.
You're not giving up. Well,
I don't care.
God bless you, Winifred.
Tomato
I'm
juice.
sorry.
Is
God
that good?
bless you, Winifred.
With a little
That
lemon?
really shows strength. I hate lemon. Okay.
I'm
I
ordering
am
a salad.
real-
A
I'm sorry.
salad.
I'm really impressed with you. Well, do you need financial aid? Oh, I see.
Russian
You want
oil
to
and vinegar.
Shh. Excuse me, Winifred. We're just discussing another case here. Russian.
Russian.
You just want someone to tell you that
salad,
life. I know what you
tomato
mean. You just
juice,
want someone to tell you that life is worth living, even
Art,
though, even though
Don't
you're
put me on
facing-
hold.
Even though you're facing root canal work and you were cheated by a door-to-door hearing aid salesman. Did you order any pickles? Okay, I'm sorry, Winifred, not you. I was talking to someone else. Well, I just think, I must tell you, you have the most remarkable positive attitude in the face of this kind of adversity. Yes, Winifred, there is a reason to go on, and I know you're going to find... Did you order a pickle? Okay, because I can tell, Winifred, I can tell. You're just that kind of person you are. It is in your voice and it is in your attitude. You sound like a wonderful man. A woman. Oh, well, yeah, of course I knew that. It was just like it. You're welcome. And thank you very much for calling. No, it's been a real effort for me. I know.
I'm
That
sorry,
poor
you were-
woman. I feel so guilty.
Why?
Oh, maybe
Why
I
did
should
you
call her back
No,
just
no,
to
no,
talk.
don't. You were
What?
perfect. Don't be too involved. Just remember, food's coming.
Oh, God, when you think of it and you think of your own problems, then you come up against something like that, you just realize how insignificant you are. You just want to tell yourself to shape up and get with it. Now, are you sure you ordered the pickles?
You know, I really should call her.
What for?
And not on the red line, of course. You know, just the regular line. Just to see how she's getting along.
Mary's a grown woman. She don't need checking on.
Oh, I know, Paul, but it's all so strange. I'm worried. Here she has all this turmoil in her own house, and what does she do?
Not so much starching in the pajamas this time.
She tries to take on the problems of the world and solve them instead.
And not in the socks either.
Oh, Paul, I don't start your socks.
Well, you do something to them.
Well, it's just because you don't change them every day like you should. And then there's Heather. She needs a mother, not a red phone.
Heather's phone isn't red. It's pink.
Blue, it just looks pink. But actually, what I think
Is that I should have some new socks and some new pajamas.
No, what I think is that Tom and Mary could solve their problems like other married couples do, you know, by having another child.
Not Tom and Mary.
Oh, yes, of course. It always
It
helps.
didn't help Grace and me.
What are you talking about?
About you. You know the story.
What story?
How it got kind of rocky with your mother and me just after Rose, your sister, was born.
No, I never heard that story.
Sure, and her mother said what we needed was another kid. Only Grace had had a hysterectomy, and after the first, and so that was out.
But you had me.
Sure.
But how could you have me if Ma couldn't have any more babies?
Adoption. You were the cutest little thing. Not that it helped the marriage. That's just an old wives' tale.
You mean I'm adopted?
Sure. Didn't your mother tell you?
No.
Not that we regret it for 1 minute. Well, I think I'll watch the Mickey Mouse rerun.
Okay. Ooh. I'm an adopted child?
Take a seat, Tom. You, too, George.
As head of the Blue Ribbon Committee, we wouldn't want you standing.
Thank you. Tom, would you like a drink, coffee, cigar?
No, thanks. I just want to know what all this is all about, that's all.
George, didn't you tell him anything?
No. I just told him what you told me to tell him.
Hey, come on, what's going on? What's going on?
Just relax, Tom. Listen, you sure we can't get you something?
Positive, just tell me what's going on. Tell me what you want.
Just want to help, Tom. That's all. Just help.
Oh, just want to help, like you tried to help me when I started my investigation, even when I got myself elected to the local. Is that how you want to help?
Well, that was a pretty impressive campaign you waged. A lot of people higher up took note of it. And I don't mind telling you that a lot of people higher up said they'd like to work with you.
All right, Mr. Curley. You can cut out all the soft sell soap stuff and all that hard sell crud. I mean, it worked once, but it's not going to work again, I'll tell you that.
Well, we can see that, Tom.
Yeah, and we admire you for your convictions.
We can understand a young man trying to make a name for himself.
Sure, even though he may be willing to go to any lengths to paint a picture of himself crusading on a white horse.
Oh, yeah? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it's obvious that a young, ambitious man can sometimes distort simple union business dealings in the best of faith sometimes.
Trying to jerry-build a scaffold of conspiracy and corruption?
Yeah, and hang perfectly decent men like Mr. Curley here.
Thank you, Mr. Billingsley.
Yeah, he may even get to the point where he starts believing his own accusations.
What do you mean, believing my own? I made those accusations. I believe it.
Well, now, why don't you just relax, Tom?
No, wait a minute. I dug up the proof and I documented it. I got evidence, I got witnesses. Now, what the hell are you guys trying to prove?
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
We're just trying to give you a chance to save yourself, Tom.
To save myself? Get out!
George, why don't you show Tom the findings of the Blue Ribbon Committee?
Yeah. What you'll remember, Tom, was a perfectly nonpartisan group put together to take an objective look at possible union wrongdoings, and headed by your own father-in-law.
Yeah, my father-in-law was a seller.
George?
On the matter of charges brought against Bill Curley, Finance Secretary of Union Local 507, by Tom Hartman, an elected member of the local board. The Blue Ribbon Committee found that there was no conflict of interest in the loan of $14,000 made to I.W. Hensley, brother-in-law of the Finance Secretary, for the purpose of completing his mobile home park estate. There was a legitimate loan on which interest is being repaid on the principal, and it is presumed to follow upon completion of the park. Mr. Curley is exonerated, and there was no conflict of interest.
All right, George, and why were the books doctored? Why was the whole thing hushed up? Why?
Bookkeeper's errors, I guess.
Oh,
These
come on.
things
No
happen.
bookkeeper's errors. I talked to people in Curley's office. There were no damn bookkeeping errors.
Mr. Farlow?
Well, I think we can answer those questions.
Oh, come on. Now, you're supposed to be the assistant DA, right? Now, I know you're in cahoots with these guys, but you got a public trust to uphold. Now, you're not going to drag that through the mud, now, are you?
Come on, Tom. I don't think we want to slander reputable men here.
You see, we have depositions here from Mr. Hartman's alleged witnesses and all about the alleged siphoning of the alleged union dues.
What about the letters
And
we found? Now,
all
what
the
about them?
original...
And what about the checks we...
Excuse me, Mr. Hartman. All the original witnesses,
What about the
alleged
checks we
witnesses,
found?
they've recanted their original
You
statement.
haven't answered my
Either
question.
by saying...
What about the checks we found?
I must finish the
And
statement,
letters.
Mr. Hartman. I must finish the statement, really. Either by recanting their original statements, either by saying that they misspoke themselves, or that they can no longer recall what they first said.
You haven't answered my question.
What was your question,
My
sir?
question was, what about the checks we found, and what about the letters we found?
Well, there were a lot of checks and letters that were lost and destroyed, but that audit showed that there was no irregularities.
Look, Tom, there's no hard feelings.
No. In fact, we're glad to have such zealous workers and conscientious young union mavericks in our ranks. Yeah, well, you can go now, Tom.
So that's it, huh? That's it?
That's it.
No hard feelings. Well, unless you want to carry a chip around on your shoulder.
Well, you see, if you trust the big men, they always take care of you.
Yeah, I can see how they take care.
Hey.
Hey.